Thank you for listening to ShulchanAruch.com.
Erasing the name of Hashem. If the name of God was written on a piece of paper, may you erase it. You're writing with a pen and pencil, and you wrote the term God in the wrong area, you want to erase it, may one do so. So we have a clear ruling in the Gemara in Shavuos, page 35a, recorded in the Rambam, Yesodei HaTorah 6.2, and in the Shulchan Aruch, Yoreh De'ah 276.9, that it is a biblical prohibition to erase even one letter of the 7 names of God. Meaning that amongst all the names of Hashem, the 7 names that we will now list, they contain this biblical prohibition against being erased. Even one letter of them. What are these names? So there are various names recorded with some discrepancies amongst opinions and approaches. And in general, these are Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, the Tetragrammaton, Adni, Kel, Elika, Elikim, Elikai, Shakai, Tzvais, and Ehyeh. In total, these are 9 names that are possibly all part of the 7 names, and one is forbidden to erase. Now, what about names in other languages? The names of God as they are referred to in languages other than Lashon HaKodesh, such as someone who wrote the word God, G-O-D, or Lord, or in Russian, Boga, or in Portuguese and Spanish, Deus. That is the term for God in that language. May such names be erased. Also, what if one wrote one of the 7 names that we mentioned in English letters? Like instead of writing Elikim, in Hebrew you wrote Elohim in English. May that name be erased. And what if you wrote the name of God in a foreign language, but using Hebrew letters? Like you wrote Gimel Aleph Tes for Got in Yiddish, or Beis Vav Gimel Aleph for Boga in Russian. May these names be erased. So practically the halach is as follows. While we find in the Shiltei Giborim, one of the known Rishonim, who questions this matter, and that maybe names of Hashem even in other languages have Kedusha and should not be erased, and as he concludes that it's best to be stringent, practically the majority of the Poskim all rule that there is no holiness in the names of Hashem written in other languages, and it is permitted for it to be erased, even initially. So rules the Alter Rebbe in chapter 85.3 and 334.12, based on the Shach and Yoreh De'ah 179.11, and so is the ruling of the Pischei Tshuva, the Mishnah Brura, the Sdei Chemed, the Igros Moshe, and others. And that is the halacha l'maisa. This applies whether one writes the name of Hashem in that language, such as G-O-D for God, or whether one writes the name of Hashem in Hebrew in that language, such as we mentioned, he wrote Elohim for Elikim. In both of these cases, you are allowed to erase the names. However, some poskim rule that in the third case we mentioned, in which he wrote the name of Hashem in Hebrew letters, but expressing the foreign term, such as Gimel Aleph Tes for God, then it does have Kedusha and cannot be erased, and practically it's best to be machmir in such a case. So to summarize, it's forbidden to erase any of the 7 names of Hashem that we listed. This is a biblical prohibition to erase even one letter. And it is permitted to erase the name of God if it's written in a foreign language, either using the name of God in that foreign language or using the script of that foreign language to write a name of God in Hebrew. If you wrote the name of God of a foreign language in Hebrew letters in the scribal script, then some are stringent. All this is regarding to erasing Hashem's name. However, regarding treating Hashem's name with disrespect or causing it to be belittled, as we will see in a future lesson, regarding this we are stringent even if the name of God is written in a different language, such as G-O-D, and that is why many are accustomed to write G-O-D with a dash and not write the O, as we will Mirz Hashem elaborate on in a different lesson.
Thank you for listening to ShulchanAruch.com. Our free services of making Torah knowledge available to the public depends on donors like you. Please help us continue our work through making even a small contribution at ShulchanAruch.com under the Daily Halacha Dedication section or in the subscription page. Also, check out our online courses and many Sefarim available for purchase that will both enhance your Torah knowledge and help support our work.